Really?
Oh yeah.
I thought he was.
That's okay though. That doesn't bother
but I thought
me.
he was, man. Honestly, I don't think it's.
He could be, but it's very minimally. But that shit doesn't bother me. I really don't give a fuck. Because if I really cared about every single fucking person, I wouldn't say most of the shit that I say. Which is probably why my numbers are going down.
No, they're going down because you stopped doing your weekday show.
Well, listen, that's fine because that was too much work.
It was a lot of work. I mean, I would be doing that now if it wasn't for the fact that I live where I am. And it's like,
I mean, I had to wake up 2 hours earlier than I did usual every day, go through 20 fucking news stories, take out 5 of them that really were worth talking. I did it every fucking day, Monday through Thursday. I got so burnt out on it.
Sometimes I used to be like, I don't know how the fuck he does it this much. Like,
it was brutal, and it was driving Quiche nuts too. Because like when I was going in at 8 o'clock, I'd wake up 2 hours early, drink coffee, do the stories, then do the show. By the time the show's over, I got to take a shower and go to work.
Yeah.
Then you would eat me out.
Then I would eat Joe out.
Okay.
On my way to work, whatever that means. I'm about to eat a whole fucking package of this. What the fuck's this shit called? Oh god, I don't even want to say it.
Let me know if you guys hear any music. I'm trying to get the sounds to work.
It's called Sweet Rope.
It's called Sweet Cock. Cock.
I love Sweet Rope.
Oh, it's in your bunghole. Oh, it's in your bunghole. You can hear it?
Yes, we can try that. JP, I knew this guy. His last name was Sweeney.
It worked?
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Did you mute us?
Yeah, I did.
That's the trick. Yo, dude. This guy, his last name was Sweeney.
Sweeney?
Yeah, is that like Sweeney?
Like Don Sweeney, the Bruins?
Yeah, like his last name was Sweeney.
Like Boy Meets World, Mr. Sweeney?
And there was a rumor about him blowing this other dude that we worked with, right? So this guy, and I go, man, you got some nice elbows, but that other dude, he's got a set of sweet knees. And the guy, the fuck, he wanted to kill me, bro.
It's like sweaty balls.
You got a nice set of elbows, bro, but that other dude's got a really nice pair of sweet knees.
Oh my god.
The guy was like, you motherfucker, Ken. What are you trying to say? I suck his dick? And I'm like,
hey, Ken.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Ken.
Joe, why'd you block somebody on Twitter for, man? They're crying almost, dude.
Who?
Very upset, and they're like saying, where did I go wrong? What did I do?
Is it the Vegas guy who kept telling me the Bruins were cheaters and
no, it's Young Republican.
Oh,
yeah, why is he doing this to me? Well, I put his thing up at at the wrestling show. Like, why is he?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just so sick, bro. I'm just so sick. He keeps sending me fucking.
I knew it. I said, are you sending him too much shit? And he's like, what do you mean? He loves news and shit.
Yeah, I love getting sent the foul mouth fucking thing he held up at WWE like 700 times. The fuck?
He held yours up too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he keeps sending me the same picture of the one of yours that got on TV, and he keeps sending it to me over and over again. I'm like, why does he keep including me in this shit? Why does everybody keep including me all in this same shit over and over again? And you know what I mean? I'm just sick of it. We've already done the bit. The bit's over. It was 3 years ago. The bit ended 3 years ago with him. You know what I mean? What are we going to do? The same bit 700 times? I got to go relive the bit I did with him 3 years ago on your show 6 times? Like, come on, man. Get out of here, fucking. Get the fuck out of here, Young Republican. And probably does it on everybody else's shows, too. It's the same bit. He calls, then he freaks out, then he causes drama, then the show goes, oh, this guy's crazy. And then they do a bit on how he's a redneck, heroin addict fuck. And then then somebody gets blocked, and he goes after somebody personally, and then they make up maybe, and then it's the same repetitive shit in every community. It's just these people. I'm convinced that they have a game plan to do the same thing everywhere. I'm starting to think that. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not joking. Even Tommy NC earlier, you guys are talking about. By the way, I'm not criticizing you, Ken. I'm literally criticizing the whole fucking situation. This fucking Tommy NC, like, oh, Tommy, you gotta relax and let it be and let it go. I've done that show 7 times. I think you've done it 2 or 3. No, he's never gonna listen. He don't care. It's the same bit over and over again with Tommy.
It's true.
Oh, Tommy, let it roll off your back, and then this won't happen.
The reason he keeps coming back for it is because he keeps getting it fed to him.
Yeah, like, oh no, he loves this. This is the bit. This is what he wants.
I don't know what happened. Was it a phone call or something?
Oh, it's just that. No, it's just people shit on him until he freaks out, and then everybody goes, "You need to calm down, Tommy. It's a joke," and you need to learn how to laugh at stuff, and then people won't do this, and like that. That's what it always. It's the same thing. What is it? 5 years of this shit with Tommy? It's the same thing. I'm just bored of it. I'm like, here we go again. This has been done.
After 5 years, you have to kind of say to yourself, I don't think he's getting it.
Yeah, I know. He's not getting it because he don't care. That's the point of like, oh, here we go.
He likes the attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like Minnesota Vikings in the chat. Like, I can tell you his bit. He's gonna call in and tell Tommy he's a retard. Heard that fucking.
He hasn't done that in a while.
What's up?
A lot of heat.
He's about due up.
What's up, Minnesota?
He did a lot. He took a lot of heat the last time he did that, so he hasn't been doing it at all.
Yeah, it's like a tub of shit.
And it's not like. It's not anything to say like about what Ken does on his show. I've heard all these people do this on everybody else's show because it's the same sort of playbook. And we all
did song parodies about him, and he flipped the fuck out as I'm doing song parodies. Number one, I didn't even say anything bad about him. I just did a song parody about how he had his drawers off.
Yeah,
that was it. And he got fucking so mad about it.
I mean, hey, that's him for you. You know what I mean?
Got so mad about it.
It was funny though, still, but it was just like this is what he does. He does everywhere. He did it with those.
Have you never had your pants off, Ken? You fucker.
It was so funny though, man. JB. I mean, like, look, I don't know if you could see the GIF or not, but I'll put it on here for you real quick.
Dude, Monday Nitro in the chat just went. My bit is taking it in the ass.
Look at this. I mean, this guy was fucking. So I put this on there and I started doing like a song parody to it. But see if you can see this on there. You see this?
Yeah. I watched it. I saw it.
He fucking look at his legs. So I was like, I gotta.
Dude.
Look at him.
Okay. I don't want to see that.
That's the video. That's the video I put up on Monetize This last night.
Yeah. I copied. I took it off of that.
You stole my video. No, I'm just kidding.
Steal your video, you fuck. But yeah, so I did a song parody about that, and he got fucking pissed. But all I was saying in it was, I ain't got no underwear on. I ain't got no pants on. Like, what are you getting so mad about, dude? Like, the fuck?
Well, I've shit on him for this for years because he. That's the video I put up on Monetize. He doesn't wear pants during a lot of the shows. He doesn't, even when he's behind his desk. Yeah, we've see what I mean though, Ken. I've already done this bit 2 years ago. No pants, Tommy. So I literally. Dude, I hate to say this to you. Go back and watch. I literally did a song where I talked about how we're gonna see his dick.
Last night.
I know. We're gonna see his dick on camera. No pants, Tommy. Did it? I think it was 3 years ago. Actually, we found out that he has. And then you can go watch. Honestly, the podcast I did with him when he's on his phone, he zooms down, and I go, dude, if I see your dick, I'm gonna freak out. You know. And so it's just I've already heard it all with him. I'm like, oh, this is the same thing again with him. You know. It's the same thing. Because what happens is everyone who does a show knows like that's funny and like wait a minute what you know. So when the Onions, when the Onion radio YouTube show whatever the fuck they were called those losers when they were making fun of Tommy they had Tommy on their show even before me. And they did the same thing. I found the bit. It's the same thing. They went through the same thing with Tommy. It's the same thing. He even didn't have his pants on for them. And I went, God,
same thing.
This guy's done the same bit on every show. Everyone's done this because everyone's going to react the same. When I saw Mark Hyder's ponies and I started laughing hysterically, like that's funny because like I start bursting into laughter, like, and I'm like, there's like shit stains on the wall. There's ponies, like, and then Keemstar comes on. And then Keemstar roars and cracks up and starts freaking out, and I go, "That's the same reaction I had when I was there." So it's like the same thing because you just know what's going to happen when you find out that Tommy isn't wearing pants and you've had him on your show for months. So it's just like, ugh, they all go to the same the same thing, go in circles with the same.
If I hear you use the word "same" again, I'm going to kill my fucking self.
Same.
Jesus. Oh, I farted.
And if anybody, has been listening to the show for 5 years, you know exactly what I'm talking about because we've gone through the ringer with him on the same jokes at least twice now or 3 times. We've come back around circle again. The best thing is, though, there's a whole new audience. 80% of the audience is different every time it happens, so everybody's like, oh my God! But there's like 10% of the people that are like, I remember this from a year ago. Because Tommy just does he always does it. Eventually there's a video. Every year and a half there'll be a video. If not every year or less, there'll be a video where Tommy accidentally reveals that he's wearing no pants in the video, and you'll just blow your load.
Yeah, but you know something? When somebody comes into your fucking video when they look like they're jerking one, that's fucking
well, that was Monetize This. That clip is from Monetize This. He was naked.
Yeah, he came back in the room like that.
And
right?
we were like, yeah, no, someone said it to me and I wasn't paying enough attention. And then I saw it and just was like, my Christ. And then someone sent me I didn't see it though when he had his leg up. And then somebody on Twitter capped that. And that's when I was like, oh my God, I saw him with his pants off.
What if I told you I had a video of Tommy fucking beating one out?
Then I would play it on the air because he said.
I told you I had this video that if I could play it for everybody, it would be the most funniest, outlandish fucking thing I've ever seen, but I'm not allowed to play it.
Well, if he did it, then that means he's the biggest liar ever because he says right to our faces that he doesn't ever jerk off. So
this is the audio from it. Listen.
4 years of I don't beat off. I want to get a picture of that. That's Crystal's ass is what that is. That's not his dick. That's that rhinoceros.
Oh.
That's that rhinoceros ass just slapping. Ass cheeks slapping. Come on my scars was my #1 hit for the last 2 weeks.
Let's start this fucking show.
All right, let me get the...
Come on my scars. Dude. Filthy was talking about what's her name from American Idol, the chick who won the first American Idol.
I don't remember.
Randy Jackson. I'm just kidding.
What's her name again?
She a whore?
I don't watch American Idol.
That chick, she's fucking famous.
I'm not gay. No, I'm just kidding. No, I sorry. I know who you're talking about. She's fat. She went fat and then she got skinny again.
Yeah, now she's fat again. Then she's
Jessica again. Simpson.
No, that's a horse face.
Kelly Clarkson.
There you go.
Yes, Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
He was talking about Kelly Clarkson about how she got this scar on her face, and she was telling people, I'm not taking pictures from this side of my face anymore, and like really telling these people, don't stand over there and take pictures of me, like the photographers. And, like there was a video of her saying that, and people were like, does this bitch really expect like people to listen to her and not take pictures of like the left side of her face? Because she's telling
she just made it to where they're going to take more.
Well, that was when she told me I could not take a picture of the left side of her face, so I took a picture of her camel toe.
That was
like
a
picture of her pussy.
I took
what's her name? The chick who had all those naked photos of herself out there because somebody hacked her computer.
Jennifer Lawrence?
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. She actually turned around and told people, don't look up those pictures on the internet. It's disgusting and you shouldn't be seeing them.
Yeah,
and,
that'll work.
Like she expects people to listen to her. You know?
That won't work. That will just make people go, what
they
pictures?
Weren't very good.
She should have just no-sold it and been like, well, people can be disgusting, and then walked away. Not, don't look up those pictures. Because now it's like, look up those pictures. All right, we'll start the real show.
She's ugly anyway.
Come on my scars.
That was funny. I heard that Jessica Simpson was a cunt. No, I'm just kidding. I just made that up. I never heard her.
You're listening to the Corrupted Podcast with Joe Cronin, Foul-Mouthed Ken, and Justin Bailey.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Corrupted Podcast, episode number 44. Every time we read off a number of the podcast, I think of
like, how the fuck did we get this far?
No, well, yeah, that too. But no, I was thinking more like I think of like a sports player, like anybody with like a number. You know, like next week I'm going to be thinking about Pedro Martinez. And a couple episodes ago I was thinking of Schilling, and I'm trying to think of who's 44.
Come on, man. One of the most famous players of all time was 44.
Really?
Yeah.
I know 4 was Bobby Orr.
First black player in Major League history.
Oh shit!
Jackie Robinson was 44.
I thought he was 45.
Oh, I thought he was 44.
I think Jackie's 45.
See?
Yeah,
I knew
think
that.
so.
right. You'd be right.
Well, now you got me second guessing.
I thought it was 44 because I thought Mariano Rivera.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe he is 40. No, he's 42.
40. We're all fucked.
We're all dumb.
Someone else was 45. Oh, that's what's his name I'm thinking of. Pedro is 45.
I just said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Well, I just said next week is Pedro.
No,
I
next
thought you
week
said
is
this one was 45.
No, this is 44.
Oh, okay.
no. Next week is Michael Jordan. You stupid ass.
You're right.
I'm wearing 45.
45.
No, MJ is not 45.
Yeah,
MJ
well,
is what?
Oh my God, he doesn't get it, does he?
No.
When Michael Jordan, what?
Oh, the baseball number. I get
There
you.
you go, dude.
No, not
listen
even that.
What? What are you talking about?
When he came back to basketball, his number was 45. And
Really?
then he thought he was cursed, so he changed it back to 23.
Oh, I totally forgot. I just, God damn, it's synonymous with 23 for me. I didn't even think about it.
Oh,
What?
I looked up 44.
yeah, Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron, Reggie Jackson, and Willie McCovey.
Yeah.
Willie,
Bogdanovich.
let me fix it.
Number is Hank Aaron.
Willie McCovey.
Good. There you go.
44.
Whatever.
I had to get that right, or it's gonna drive me nuts.
What number is Charles Barkley?
Cronin, you really didn't know that Michael Jordan wore the jersey number 45?
I guess I remember it, but I barely remember it. Like, you know.
Yo, listen.
When he returned after baseball, he
You
was
don't
wearing
remember?
45 and he was sucked.
And 45.
Yeah, he got cursed, but he was sucked at baseball, and then he came back sucking at basketball.
Did Michael Jordan wear?
I know, I got Alexa right here.
Cora. He wore 12 when his 23 jersey was stolen. He retired in 1994, and 23 was retired.
What?
He wore 45 with the Birmingham Barons, then switched to 35 for the Scottsdale Scorpions in the AFL.
And then he returned to the Bulls with 45.
He came back wearing a 4-5 on you.
And then he made.
And then what did he do? Didn't he go like fucking like 0 for 17? And he went back to wearing the jersey.
Then he put on
He's
20
all like-
when the number was retired.
Remember when
He's
they?
like, my motherfucking shot's off. It's got to be my jersey.
Remember when they made fun of him in Space Jam? Like he was.
Yeah, for striking out.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, we need to go get Michael," and then he's like swinging and whiffing, looking like shit.
Yeah, the fucking catcher's all like, curveball, don't swing.
Could you imagine? You just sound like an Indian fucking catcher. Curveball, don't swing.
Yeah. Curveball, don't swing.
You sound like Andre the Giant after that documentary.
I love that fucking documentary.
Thank you for signing kids baseball.
That fucking documentary kicked ass.
By the
bro.
way, you were talking about his handler the other day, and I just realized that his handler was Tim White.
Yeah, the referee.
Yeah, Tim White's like we see him a lot. We see him a lot. He's the he works sometimes over at XWA and stuff in Rhode Island. He's from Rhode Island. He's right over here. He works with the boys
That
over
was the sad part where he said that he just died in a hotel room alone, and it's kind of fucked up because he spent his whole life with people staring at him everywhere he went. He couldn't escape being Andre the Giant.
Well, you know what? It's sad that Tim White was killed too. Remember that?
What? You mean Tim White was killed?
Bailey, do you remember what I'm talking about?
No.
The WWE had essentially killed Tim White. You don't remember? He was like suicidal.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
It was
I
like,
remember that.
yeah,
I remember that, dude. That was in the Attitude Era.
it was like 2000. It was actually later than that, but it was like around.
It'd have been the ruthless
I
aggression.
remember it, dude. I fucking remember that.
He like blows his brains out, and he's always trying to kill himself. Like
couldn't do it.
Josh,
Yeah.
he can't quite do it. Josh Matthews has him like drinking rat poison. It was called A Day in the Life or something like that. Tim White death skits, where he's always trying to kill himself, but he can't do it. It's wicked funny.
Can't run an angle like that nowadays.
What was that all about, dude? You know,
They
Like,
just
why
wanted
did-
to shit on White, I think.
Can we see the toe?
Listen to
Do
this.
you mind?
What?
Mr. White, please don't take that. Mr. White, that's not wise. Please don't take
He's about to drink rat poison. He sucks down the rat poison. Like, why do they do these skits?
Good news, because I've been told that there's someone special in your life that has given you new motivation to live.
This is the one. Oh, this one. He ties a brick around his neck and then throws himself into a fish tank. If you look it up online, Tim White skits lunchtime suicide is the name of it. There are 16 of these.
So fucked up.
Hell.
Unbelievable, man.
It is really fucked up.
Fucking morbid.
Hey, to thank you for taking care of Andre the Giant. We want you to pretend like you're gonna kill yourself on every Monday Night Raw. He's like, okay, why?
Yeah, like, what did I do?
Because you're a fucking idiot. That's why, Tim. Shut up. Here's your paycheck.
I think he owns a bar. Like I think that's what he's been doing now. I don't remember that. Somebody can remind us.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's called The Hangout. Sorry, it was a poor attempt at a joke.
Hang yourself. That'd be a great theme for a bar. Instead of killing yourself, come out here and have a beer with friends.
It's called the facial scar.
Yeah, when you come in, instead of wearing a loofah or whatever, you wear a fucking noose.
How about you never alone? That's a good name for a. You never alone. Y-A.
Never die alone. Bar and grill.
Never die alone. Yeah.
Bar and grill.
Oh my god.
Like it's fucking. It's like a cheeseburger in paradise.
Welcome to the Never Die Alone Bar and Grill, where you never die alone.
And even if you need to fucking take a trip across the ocean to see a dead family member at their funeral, always take a friend with you so you never die alone. Hey, what's on the grill, Matt? What's on the grill? Oh, we're just cooking up my feelings tonight.
Never die alone.
Never.
My feelings.
What you got on the grill there, boy? It's just the way I feel about things.
Sounds like... Dude, I don't know if there was ever a better night than the sex line with Jake Roberts, because I think I nailed the Jake Roberts voice for at least that episode. And I was listening to him the other day shit on Davey Boy, which was the reason why his son attacked him or whatever. And man, I want Jake Roberts now to just do podcasts where he just shits on everybody, but he doesn't even mean it. He just makes it up.
He is the best, Jake Roberts. When that guy imitated him going through the drive-thru was one of the funniest bits that I've ever seen in my life, bro. Because he went back to the drive-thru and he said that he was complaining. He goes, "You put my chicken in the bag. Forgot the damn napkins. You forgot the napkins. You disrespected me. You're disrespecting me by not putting the napkins in the bag with the goddamn chicken." I was fucking losing it, dude.
I loved when the sex line call and the girl's like, she's like, "Well, I hope you're okay," or something. He's like, "I want to be okay, but I can't be, honey." Like,
no, because I was watching.
Where the fuck is it? I'll kill myself.
Hands the snake to me and rents him out to me for a couple.
I made it seem like I had no friends but the snake.
It's this before. If I had somebody at home behind my eyes.
No friends but the snake.
Coldness on my skin.
Trust me.
This girl's like, "What the fuck?"
Trust me. I even lost my left testicle. But that ain't never stopped me. Hell, I'm about to lose you right now. I want to stay more than anything. I'm shaking, honey.
In the bag, honey.
I'm shaking, honey. You know
I'm chicken in the goddamn bag.
Every Saturday night I put that snake back in the pan and I think to myself, if only it was a real person.
I know that's exactly what he would say too.
Man.
Real.
I wish you could talk back.
I wish you could say something back to me as I sit here on my bed just looking at you.
Sometimes I feel
so much.
I want you to constrict my cock.
I want you to constrict my breathing ways. Can you do that for
And you
a
gotta
minute?
do the old man thing he does now. Where
and
Yeah,
I even look
just enough to jerk me off just a little bit. Dude.
I want you to shoot a load of your musk in my face.
I would sit in that room and I would stare at that snake and I feel like I could confess things to it, but even the snake knew that I was lying. I was lying to myself about everything.
I wish this snake was real.
I swore I'd never tell anybody this, but I kind of fucked my daughter.
Remember when Jake came back to WWE during the retro thing with the Shield and the snake pissed on Dean, and he goes, "He peed on you, kid."
That's good luck for you, you dumb fuck.
Hey, he peed on you, kid.
At least it wasn't in your mouth.
By the way, pee looks like cum, but he said pee.
Continuously be injured in your career, son.
Joe, I got news for you, Joe. It wasn't pee-pee, it was musk.
It was musk of a snake, Joe.
Oh my God, can you imagine that fucking, like...
You just got musked.
No, my God. He comes on the TV, all of a sudden it's like 1 a.m, and then all of a sudden, fucking...
I know you're watching me right now. Everybody in Dallas, Texas is listening. I'm Jake Roberts, and I want you to go to jakeroberts.com because you can get the all-new Snake Juice, a fragrance for men. You can have the musk of Jake Roberts. You can smell like a man who fucked 7 hookers and drove home in a Cadillac filled with cigarette smoke.
And snakes. I drove home in a Cadillac with cigarettes and snakes.
You too can smell just like a man who was born because his dad raped somebody.
Oh my God. Deep inside his body once.
They call me Jake the Musk Roberts.
They call me Jake Ride My Cock of my father Robert.
With this new musky formula formulated in Dayton, Ohio, you can smell like a real lumberjack, like a winner. And
like a fat sack of shit.
And brother,
if you call today, I'm gonna give you a free bottle that'll make you smell like a fucking crack pipe.
And brother, when you look her in the eye, you know she's going home with you. Trust me.
Because trust me, she ain't gonna know what the fuck hit her after that.
You won't need Bill Cosby. I mean,
what?
You need to put the napkins in the bag.
You just hear cut them off.
You're just gonna need some napkins in the bag.
Could you imagine like the commercial? It's a live read or whatever, but it just goes horribly wrong. They're like, Jake, stop. He's like, you don't tell me to stop, goddammit.
You don't tell me to stop a promo when I'm kicking promos out here.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
When I smell this new musk, when I smell this new fragrance, this new deodorant, Jake the Snake Roberts, I take myself back to the days when I would just grab a passed out hooker, take her back to the hotel room, have a few cigars, and put my manhood inside of her. I would cut.
Cut.
What's wrong?
Cut him off. Get him out of here.
Wait a minute. Cut me.
All right, let's try this one more time, Jake.
But why? Why did you cut me off?
And a crack pipe. That's two things, Jake.
That was good.
Bar World.
Dallas,
put something on your pappy.
Dallas, was that good?
Jake, you're insane.
Dallas, what? Why could you say it? Dallas, I had sex with 3 underage women in 2 days. You have never done anything like that.
What did he just say? Did he just say he had sex with... No, he didn't say that. Just move over. That's
God, my balls itch again.
I put meth in my pee hole.
Bro, I put meth in my pee hole.
I put meth in my pee hole, Joe.
I once put meth inside my pee hole.
I once told my daughter my cock was a crack pipe and she blew it.
And she smoked it.
Could you imagine? They're like, Jake, what's the most fucked up thing you ever did? I told my daughter my cock was a crack pipe.
What is the worst thing you've done, Jake? What is the worst thing you've ever done? Well, one time I had my daughter suck my dick.
I told her it was a crack pipe.
I told her it was a crack pipe. She jumped right on it there.
And now a deleted scene from A deleted scene from Beyond the Map. From Beyond the Mat. Remember when Jake the Snake Roberts went to meet his daughter?
One of the worst things I ever did was finally, one birthday, I remembered to send my daughter a coat. I wanted her to have a winter coat, but I forgot that she was a giant fat bitch. I sent her a medium. She couldn't fit in the goddamn thing. I did one thing. I sucked dick for cocaine to get the money to send her that coat. I wrestled.
Jake, that's too much, Jake. Stop.
I gotta tell you this. I was embarrassed.
No, stop,
I didn't know my own daughter's size. And worst of all, I sucked Bob Saget's dick.
I sucked Bob Saget's ball sack.
Hey, Jake, are you crying right now?
I'm not crying.
No, I ain't crying.
You sound like you're crying like a little bitch.
I ain't lying. I ain't crying.
I didn't.
If I'm crying.
Now, Jake, you're just were you writing a fucking haiku there, Jake?
Me and Damien spent 3 nights in a row sticking needles into each other.
Wait a minute,
Talking about Damien Demento?
Jake,
Damien looked over at me and said at one point, I fucking love you.
Wait, Jake, I'm sorry. Did you? Are you saying that Damien is the snake?
Yes.
You're saying the snake stuck heroin in itself? That's impossible.
But I was there. I remember the needle going into me, into Damien, into me. We were like fucking on fire.
Jake, you must have stuck the needle in the snake yourself.
What?
I would never harm him.
Are you trying to tell me that snakes ain't got arms?
I swear that snake was rolling like me that night.
Jake,
like my daughter at one point.
Jake, I think this is animal cruelty. I think you stuck a heroin needle in a snake.
Hell, maybe.
I did.
Maybe. I gotta tell you, Joe, the weirdest thing I ever did, other than tell my daughter my cock was a crack pipe, was there was a Wednesday when I looked at my snake and I just licked its belly. It was yummy, Joe. It tasted like musk. Tasted a little musky.
It tasted a little salty.
It gave me the musk.
Outer body tastes salty.
I will never forget one night we were in Saskatchewan, and I couldn't for the life of me find myself pussy. And I said to myself, well, they declawed this here snake. And I'm embarrassed. I was embarrassed. But it was a friend. It was a friend to me.
It was a friend.
There was like 5 A's in there. He was my friend.
It was a friend indeed.
I was so embarrassed and I was so traumatized by that. They always used to bring me a different snake. I used to have a regular boa, and that was a yellow constrictor. I told them never again a yellow constrictor because the yellow reminded me of that snake I fucked in the mouth, and it brought back memories. If I ever see, to this day, if I see a yellow snake, I have to beat off right away. Trust me.
Hey, Joe, can I tell you something, Joe, real quick?
Yeah. Yes.
So I got in trouble with PETA one time. I fed my boa a garter snake. But Joe, what they don't know is that garter snake was my pecker.
Oh my God. Hey, update.
I used to call my cock garter.
Hey, an update, Bailey. Glorious Eugene says this is right. I knew this and I forgot, but Glorious Eugene, thank you. Tim White owns the Friendly Tap Bar. That's right, in Rhode Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I can go there anytime. He's right there.
I should go down to Rhode Island.
I don't want to go now because it would seem like I saw the HBO special and was like, I'm going to go see Tim White. But like, a couple months or something, I'll go over there.
I want to eat some French fried musk.
Come and eat my balls out.
Davy Boy Smith was a faggot.
Davy Boy Smith can't work and he can't walk, so fuck him.
Dude, dude, the local.
Fuck that guy. Let him stay in his wheelchair.
This
I used to pop the tires on his wheelchair. That crippled.
I was the one who made sure he wouldn't walk when he retired.
Dude.
Sometimes when he's sleeping on his belly, I'd go in his room and just stand on his back.
He wakes up and he's in a lot of pain. He don't fucking know why.
Well, I was always a big fan of Jake in the ring, you know, and the psychology. He had that look on his face like we really believed, like he might do something kind of crazy, and I really could appreciate that. But I didn't really appreciate everything once you got outside the locker room. You know, Jake the Snake Roberts could get pretty scary. One night, me and Owen, I was telling Owen, you know, hey, get the bags and put them in the car. And there's Jake the Snake Roberts, and damn if he isn't beaten off on a damn snake. And you know what?
Is that the noise he was making, Brett?
That's when he's about to come. That's how it sounds.
I came back to the locker room, and there he is in the corner. Just, I think, I thought he was taking a piss. I said, yo, Jake, I said to Owen, I said, you know, the bathrooms are right there. And we realized he had his goddamn wanker out there. And Owen,
what did he just say?
Owen being Owen left, he went to go get his Polaroid camera to take a fucking picture of it. And I'm just standing there like mortified, like, should I stop this? And you know, sooner or later, Peter's going to find out about this, but he was a real sick, real dark guy behind the scenes, but in the ring, he was great.
He had his whacker out.
I invited him over to my house for dinner.
I can still picture that look on his face as he was salivating.
Yeah.
Damien!
Hey, Damien!
You know, Steve Austin had just gotten there, and he really was trying to just kind of keep to himself, but I even heard him. He was in the corner. He saw Jake. He came in there, but he was new. He didn't want to say anything, and he was the ringmaster at the time, and I remember Steve Austin just turned the other way like, Jesus, what the fuck?
Steve Austin running out of the locker room going, hey.
Damn it, son, I think I just, Brett, damn it, I know I'm new around here, but I think I just saw Jake the Snake Roberts beating off on a snake.
And I just left the room like, hey.
And I told Steve, compared to what Pat Patterson has done, you fucking say your prayers.
Oh, God.
Patterson's gotten that answer.
Oh, my God. How many wrestlers do you think Pat fucked in the ass?
Why don't you mind your own damn business, Bailey, you goddamn smart-ass American? You and the boy toy might as well have sex with each other every damn night.
Yo, Brett, what's your problem with me? You're my favorite wrestler of all time, you fucking faggot.
You probably diddled your sister out there in Indiana.
I don't have a sister.
I know.
I don't have a sister.
Did you hear that? I said that, he goes, I know.
Oh, Bailey, did you get to hear my tape of what I said to my mother when I was 10 years old?
No.
Oh my God.
Dude, I just shit my pants.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not going to build
Dude,
it.
I'm not going to lie, that fart I just let out, I'm pretty sure I just shit.
It really came out. Bailey,
you should play the tape back because I think I legit just shit my pants.
Let me find it.
Legit just shit my drawers.
Dude, I just shit my pants.
I'm not. Let's play it.
You probably diddled your sister out there in Indiana.
It's coming.
I don't have a sister.
I know.
Get this scumbag a wet nester.
Did you hear that? I said that. He goes, I know.
Oh, Bailey, did you get to hear my tape of what I said to my mother when I was 10 years old?
Oh. I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it?
No.
Ken, did you hear it? Yeah, Ken heard it.
He didn't hear it. He's all the way in the fucking kitchen.
Bailey, I'm not going to do much on this because I did it on Monetize this last night, but I do want to play it for you. So
okay.
I'm in the car as a 10-year-old driving, and I told everybody, I used to carry a tape recorder around with me everywhere since I was 4 or 5 years old, and I would just do little shows into a tape recorder. I've got hundreds of tapes still. We should probably throw them out, but I have them. So You're
like Kevin McAllister.
Yes, sure. But I was like, yeah, and I was like, hey, what's up? It's 102.4, and like and then I would do skits like, hey, today we have a guy coming in the studio who loves Salt and Pepper, and we're like, so tell us what you love about the band Salt and Pepper, and he goes, and I'm like, well, they do the Snoop Loop. It's like, well, all right, dude, you're a little excited about this. They're just a music group. I mean, don't you like them? And then the guy would, what do you have, Tourette's, you asshole? And I do all these stupid skits. But I'm coming home, and my mom's in the car with me, and I'm just saying stuff out loud. And listen to this, Bailey. You're gonna love this.
There's no water. Armadillo, armadillo.
For some reason, I'm going, I'm an armadillo. Now watch this.
Look, I have an armadillo on my head. By the way, a dildo's a fake dick. For your information.
No. I can't believe my mother's just, like, not yelling at me, but she's just like, what? She goes,
by the way, a dildo's a fake
just
dick?
out of nowhere, I'm going armadillo, and then out of nowhere I just go, by the way, a dildo's a fake dick. And she's
you
like,
really are a psycho.
She goes, what? And then after a few minutes, I go, for your information. And then it just continues.
By the way, a dildo's a fake dick. For your information. You didn't know already. An armadillo's a fake dick.
Then my mom goes, armadillo is an animal. Like she's like no selling it. Armadillo's an animal.
No, a dildo.
Yeah.
So I go, no, a dildo. I made it clear, like, no, a dildo.
Fake dick. No, a dildo. Dildo. Oh, I just said when I said.
So is that something you're gonna keep on talking about? And then eventually we get into John Wayne Bobbitt or whatever his name. No, not John Wayne Gacy, but John. What was his name? Who was it? Lorena Bobbitt's husband. We get into that.
It's a fake dick. Good. That Jimmy, what's his name guy has to get a fake dick because that girl cut off his penis. What?
Now my mother begins to tell me, well, no, they sewed it back on. My mom says, and that just blows my mind.
Whoa! They attached it. What are you talking about? They attached it. Oh, it's disgusting.
How old are you here?
10.
Oh my God, you're talking like you're fucking 15, 16 years old. You got a fake dick.
You got a fake dick. The best thing is I start laughing in a minute and then I go, oh look, there's my friend John. Like, it's just the weirdest thing, but I thought you'd think that was funny. At least I had to play that for you.
Yeah. Where'd you find the tape?
I got hundreds of tapes, and then I bought this thing. I bought like $25 fucking tape player the other day online. And
it converts it all into digital?
We need to clear out lots of space and stuff, so I'm trying to set up doing that by like getting the stuff off the tapes that I want digitally to save them. Like I have my dad talking to me and stuff, which is pretty goddamn rare, so I kind of wanted to save that sound clip.
Of course.
So I put all that I did all that stuff. Now, of course, I found out earlier today that I'm not supposed to buy things because according to certain other shows,
I love how this show has 8 dislikes on it. I love it. Thank you.
What show?
Our show right now.
Corrupted?
Yeah.
How the fuck do we have 8? Well,
what do you mean? I see 1.
I just looked on the thing and said 8.
What if we let's get 20?
The fuck you hating on for? Like,
I don't have any dislikes.
I only see 1.
I know. I bet you I know who it is. But no, I only see 1.
It's funny. I had 8 dislikes on my show tonight. Exactly 8.
Well, now you're gonna get more because you referenced it.
Yeah. Well, I don't care. Whatever. That's what they're there for.
Well, it helps either way. You get in the algorithm. A dislike is the same as a like, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm not supposed to buy things.
Did you guys see this story about Khloe Kardashian going into labor and then finds out that her fucking black boyfriend or whatever is fucking like 5 other chicks?
Oh shit! No, that just happened.
You guys didn't hear about this?
No,
I did.
Yeah.
I
hate them, so I hope all the worst stuff happens to them that could happen.
All right, Leah, so help me out if I'm wrong on some of this stuff. So Khloe Kardashian's like, she's like popping, right? And security footage comes out. This is why I think the Kardashians are just 100% fake. Like, this is just so, like, convenient timing. So, Tristan Thompson, who plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers, he fucking was at some nightclub, and on the security footage, he's, like, hugging and kissing on, like, 3 or 4 different chicks. All the while, he's having a kid with Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's fake or not. I have no idea.
Well, that's what they do.
But the thing is, this guy, whatever, Tristan Thompson, he's like a known piece of shit when it comes
that's
to
what
this.
I told Keish.
Well, that's her fault then.
He left his, at the time, pregnant girlfriend, and started shortly after that started dating Khloe while he had a pregnant ex-girlfriend. Like, he left her and then started dating Khloe, and it's like Khloe, it's like you know, he's a piece of shit. Like, he cheats on people and stuff. Like, this is not news to anybody. I guess she thought she was special or something and that it wasn't going to happen. But
I love when girls
Leah,
think
that's
that.
why I don't feel sorry for her, Leah.
But the thing, it gets even worse because
yeah,
there's like report people. There's like whatever their source is, I don't know, but they have a source apparently claiming that she basically said that it's like blaming it on the groupies and stuff like that instead of actually blaming him.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And stuff like that. It's like she like basically already like forgiving him and like whatever. It's like not a big deal and stuff.
Keep his dick in his pants. I mean, how could he?
This is all, by the way, this is all for that stupid fucking show they have. This is all choreographed.
They probably knew it was going to happen. Yeah.
One of the girls claims that she said that she thought that that they had an open relationship, and that's why
it's a fucking guy.
I heard.
And it wasn't just like kissing on girls at the club and stuff either. It was there was another girl too that was seen going to a hotel room with him and like leaving, like it was like sometime like 8 hours later or something like that, and she had like the same clothes on but had like a bag with her, like an overnight bag with her or something. And and one of the other things too, the source says that Khloe said is that it didn't go beyond. She doesn't believe it went beyond like kissing and stuff or whatever. So it's like so stupid.
What about the other girl who came forward?
It's a fucking black dude.
It's a source though. I don't know if it's some random source. I have no idea how true that is either. So it's all stupid.
Yeah, but this other girl came forward and she said that his dick just fell into her by accident, and it was just one big accident.
Those were according to sources.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Listen, it's a fucking rich black basketball star. People are surprised he's going to cheat on his
Why do you keep saying black like that's a thing? Like, what's up with that? Why do you keep saying black like that? Like, white guys don't do this.
No. I mean, just saying, like, the fatherhood rate for a black guy is pretty low. Pretty low.
Okay. I guess.
I mean, you can say that I'm a racist for saying that, but I'm just saying it's not surprising.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
I understand it sounds racist, but I'm really not trying to be racist.
You're going by numbers or something?
Well, dude, yeah.
That was wicked funny. Dude,
no,
what?
I mean, like,
yeah.
Listen, everyone knows this. Like, I'm not trying to sound racist, but let's be honest. The rate for Afro-American children having the father in their lives is not exactly the highest percentage in the world. So Khloe Kardashian is having a baby with this Tristan dude. He's not going to be with some fat chick. He's a rich basketball star. He's got millions and millions of dollars. He's not going to fucking wait around and just hang out with his pregnant fucking Kardashian girlfriend. If anything, he had to get the fuck out of that insane asylum of a Kardashian house. He wanted to go fuck a chick that's not a psychopath.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that I'd cheat on her too. Fuck them people.
Okay, these guys on the show aren't helping me out. I was trying to make a black joke a second ago, and it didn't go over very well. Everyone just went silent.
Well, Ken's not going anywhere.
Ken's not going. You want me to be racist, Cronin?
Do you want to be?
I don't know. Do you want me to be?
No. I just said he's not going to touch it, and I didn't even realize it happened. It went over my head, to be honest. I didn't even notice it. I didn't get it.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just stay away from the racial humor because I think people are taking it.
I didn't get it either. To be totally honest with you, I didn't even know that you.
I don't see color, so like I don't.
I thought you were being serious. I thought you were like, you know.
You think I literally thought it was just because he was a black dude? That's why he was cheating?
No. I didn't think that you were saying that. I thought that you were giving your excuse of why you don't think that had to do with him being black.
No.
Dude.
I think the excuse for him is he's a fucking rich basketball star.
Dude, fuck everything. We have to talk about Alex Jones today. Like, I woke up to this and was dying. I was dying. Like, do you not understand?
Now, he's going after Trump now.
Alex Jones this morning was freaking out on Trump like you would not believe. And he began crying at points on his broadcast. And there's also a clip of him just going, I mean, dude, he was sticking up for Trump left and right. I actually think this is hilarious. But he also started crying. Like,
yeah, why is he against Trump now? Like, what's the deal with that?
Well, because the Syria thing, because that's that's what the liberals remember, the attack in Syria and then starting a war with Russia and stuff. That was the stuff that we all talked about. Jesus, that we all talked about Hillary was going to do, right? And now Trump is doing what the Democrats love to do, but it's not really. It's the Republicans love to do it too. They love to go start wars everywhere. So I would have stayed out of everything, to be honest, because France isn't doing it. UK is not doing it. We're doing it. And you know what trended on Twitter the other day? Pray for Syria trended around the world. And all the comments from around the world were, look at what this evil Donald Trump has done. And they showed kids dying and suffering. But the pictures of the kids dying and suffering were from the chemical... were from the chemical attacks that happened. Yep. But these people are all...
Trump did it?
Yes, these people are all saying that Trump did it. So people are like, he's disgusting.
They were using the photos of the chemical attack, saying the strike that Trump put on Syria, that like they were using those pictures to say his strike did that.
Yeah, they're saying that Trump's strike did all the things that Assad and whatever the hell did.
Which is wildly wrong.
It might be a false flag, though. I don't know. But whatever. But dude, you got to see Alex Jones
What's
like
a false
crying.
flag? The chemical attack?
Well, Russia was trying to say, like, listen, they're not doing this, and Assad is trying to say, I'm not doing this. Like, this is some sort of, somebody is doing this to make you attack us, because Syria were the ones helping us keep the Taliban at bay and stuff. Like, Russia and shit were handling them.
Well, you know who can sort all this out? Is Gary Johnson.
Hey, look, this is my dick.
Where's Aleppo?
Oh my Christ, dude! That guy, I would give that guy his own show. Listen, watch this. If this isn't the funniest thing that I have ever seen, at least you guys can see my video now, right? Watch this.
It's away from me. No, you got the kids back because of who I was part of the time. And then they sit there and they're like, you know, if you just turn against Trump, things will be better. But he was doing good, and that what makes it so bad. Oh, and that's what makes it so bad.
I gotta tell you, man, I don't necessarily agree with Alex all the time, but I really appreciate.
He's entertaining.
I really appreciate.
You want to know something though, man? This guy obviously wanted to fucking believe in Trump so bad, and thought like, man, we finally have somebody who like gives a shit about the things that he cares about, you know.
By the way, Alex Jones looks a little bit like Himmelfarb. I've been saying that for a while. Himmelfarb looks a little better, obviously, but it looks similar. Himmelfarb. He's not here tonight.
Being a piece of crap from the beginning would be so bad. But we made so many sacrifices. And now he's crapping all over us. It makes me sick.
Damn.
So he's pissed at Trump. Like he is so mad. And then he really went in a rage about Trump. So he went to the crying stage, and then he went to this way.
Fucking damn it, man. What the fuck? Wow. Is there nobody fucking pure in this goddamn fucking world? See, now I'm fucking pissed right now. Syria fought Al-Qaeda, they fought ISIS, they fought it all. And now...
Oh my God, the close-up of the chair.
Shit. From end to end, all over it. And the goddamn fucking liberal...
The fucking chair just swinging around and just...
Last 2 days, we had an emergency fucking emergency. You fucking goddamn degenerate fucks!
Wait, I have a question. Why is he mad at Trump?
Because he attacked Syria.
Yeah, because he's like saying that he's going along with everything that Hillary would have did is now he's doing it now.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think France and UK are on our side? France and UK should be like, no, Trump, don't do that. They're like, yes. And so he's done something that we were supposed to not do, which is not get involved.
Does Alex Jones want us to allow these fucking radicals over there to just take control of that place? Is that what he wants?
Yeah, but that's not what's happening.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, and honestly, I don't care either. I don't want to. I'm done.
What do you mean that's not what happened?
I'm not.
That's not what's happening, dude.
What are you talking about?
Gas their people. They didn't gas their people.
Oh, you're telling me that was fake? The chemical warfare attack was fake.
Somebody obviously gassed them, but it wasn't what we thought it was. It's not what we thought it was.
Yeah, it was a militant group in fucking Syria. It was a fucking terrorist attack on their own people.
Yeah, I know, but like, why are we attacking Syria?
And by the way, if people actually read about the strike with Trump, Alex Jones is a fucking buffoon. We hit their fucking chemical weapons facilities over there.
We did. We didn't hit them, yeah.
We didn't hit them. We hit their fucking chemical weapons
But we
facilities.
look horrible.
People don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
But there's 9 million tweets right now that are like 80% showing dead kids blaming it on Trump on Twitter.
You see,
it's
people
crazy.
think that Trump's bombing fucking like the open city, like he's bombing a New York City and Syria, which doesn't fucking exist.
But there's like guys from Italy like writing like, what is wrong with Americans, like, and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy. There's so much of it.
What
so
we're
now
doing is trying to prevent more of this shit from happening. So
no, we should have just stayed out of it, though. We should have just been like, you know what? If somebody else wants to deal with this, go ahead. We're not looking like shitheads anymore.
I agree that we need to let other countries fucking work their own shit out. But people saying that we stepped in and did like damage to their fucking people is bullshit. That's why America gets demonized.
It is wrong, and what we're doing is supposedly the right thing. But I really don't know all the facts, so I don't even care to think about it. But I know this is funny.
Everyone needs to understand that those drone strikes that we put on them were not on the fucking civilians. It was on the chemical weapons facilities.
Tell that to Tata Wen from fucking Vietnam, who doesn't know that. Okay.
Well, Tata Wen can go back in his fucking hole and fuck off.
And fucking Mueller and fucking Comey and fuck you.
Look at that fucking chair.
I don't understand why fucking Alex Jones is freaking out against Donald Trump. I don't understand that at all.
Put him crying again, please. You know,
I'll find it again. Give me 1 second, though. I want to find this.
I don't know, man, and it's sad to see him going after Trump like that because he's such a Trump supporter, man.
Listen to this. This is the without.
Damn it, man! What the fuck? Is there nobody fucking pure in this goddamn fucking world? See, 4-3, and you fucking liberal pieces of fucking shit, you fucking assholes. Fucking support this. Fuck you. You fucking goddamn degenerate fucks. And fucking Mueller and fucking Comey and fuck you. Every major analyst.
How is he hating on Trump there? He's talking about liberals.
Oh, get ready.
Every analyst agrees that this could trigger World War III unlike anything in our history. And the Russians were the good guys battling ISIS and Al-Qaeda. I'm not a Russophile. I've never been to Russia. But I've studied the geopolitics. They are the white knights. And our military 5 years ago joining the Russians to block Obama and the Arab Spring and do the right thing, did the right thing. And now, Mattis looks like a fucking Emperor Palpatine.
I love this guy, man.
Oh, he does me that?
Cocksucker. What?
You piece of cocksucker.
Guy in the dog
Wait, I want to hear that.
When that cocksucker knows full fucking well that Al-Qaeda and ISIS staged all those fucking chemical attacks, and now they're blaming it on the goddamn motherfucking I shouldn't be on air right now. When the fuck are we going live? I can't do this shit anymore.
Ready to go live?
Fuck Trump and fuck these fucking people. At a certain point, man, I'm sick of all you fucking liberals and mainlanders. You're a bunch of cowardly fucks. You're not Americans. What's going on?
Hey, we're ready to go live.
Okay.
Imagine if he just grabbed his mic with 2 hands and started smashing it all over the place. That would be the greatest thing ever.
Shut these feeds down and delete those. And I'm going to try to control myself. Dude, just shut those feeds down and restart them, okay?
I think he knows exactly what he's doing here, by the way. I don't think
he know that's all fake.
Shut these feeds down. He knows exactly what he's doing. He wanted this to go out there, so it said like Alex Jones flips out because
is it going viral right now?
I'm just right. It is. Oh yeah, it is. And here's
that's why I was asking. I didn't know. I assumed it did.
Here's my opinion of this. This is right out of something I would think of, like as a wrestling person, as a guy who likes to work people. You've become stagnant with Donald Trump, right? You've done everything you can to say, fuck the liberals, we love Donald Trump. It's run its course. You have no enemy because Trump is in the White House. So what is the best thing you can do after he's been here for over a year and something? The best thing you can do now is flip, right? Because now that will make big news. Holy shit, like what is going on? But this, I will say this is one thing where he had to flip on because he'd been supporting him so much, even through stuff that he was kind of like, all right, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe this, blah, blah. But when he did this thing in Syria, like, it is just blatantly against everything because Alex was always saying that Hillary was going to do this. And now Trump does it. So it would be insanely hypocritical, and he's already been hypocritical, but it would be unbelievably hypocritical if he supported this. So I think he went full the other way to try to make headlines because, I mean, dude, Trump called his show and was like, you're doing a great job, Alex, and I listen all the time. Well, are you listening to this? Fuck you, you orange fuck! Like, that clip is somewhere. I don't know where it is, but he was freaking out this morning. I woke up to this. I was dying.
Damn, man.
I'm so glad I found Alex Jones because he's hilarious.
He is, dude.
Does he sleep?
I don't know, but dude, I had a meltdown on the show like 2 years ago. I had a meltdown, and somebody was like, "You're like fucking Alex Jones, and you have meltdowns." And I go, "Who's that?" And I go, "Look him up." If that guy never said that, I would have never found this gold. This fucking guy is a goddamn gold mine of shit. Fucking cocksucker. He looks like.
Listen.
He looks
I
like
think all
Senator
those fucking
Palpatine.
Steroids and shit he's on, it allows him to not ever sleep.
Oh my
I really
god!
believe that.
Oh my god, Bailey! I'm so glad you brought that up. Somebody goes in the comments below. I think they said something like, all that stupid shit he sells, right? Somebody wrote in the comments section. Someone goes, "Oh my god!" Someone called 911. I think Alex Jones took an entire bottle of Super Male Vitality this morning by accident.
Dude, I'm telling you, that shit he's pumping into himself. Dude,
he don't take it. Dude, he's not taking any of it. Come on, you've seen the movies. You know what I mean? You tell everybody all this shit.
This fucking guy, he will upload a 2-hour stream at like 3 a.m. and it's live. This dude never fucking sleeps.
Tell him I told you.
Never sleep all day, every day.
Tell him I told you. Go ahead.
That's my doppelganger you see on the TV.
Doppelganger.
I'm sick of all you fucking liberals and mainlanders. You're a bunch of cowardly fucks. You're not Americans. What's going on?
Hey, we're ready to go.
Okay. Should we shut these feeds down and delete those? And I'm going to try to control myself. Tax. And now they're blaming it on the goddamn motherfucking...
Goddamn. Goddamn.
Dude, he left his family, man. He was fucking...
Well, I think they left him. Leah knows the story, I think, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. He was fighting for the kids in court, and he had like...
Leah, fill us in on it.
No, I think Ken was just about to do it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He had full custody of his kids at one point, and his ex-wife was fighting. I mean, I don't know much, but I do know that he had custody, and then she went to court against him, and she winded up getting full custody of them. But the son now is starting to go on the network as well. He's starting to be
because he wants to be on a cash cow.
Yeah, he's starting to get on the network, and they said that the mother is really worried that he's brainwashing the kid, basically having him believe in everything that he believes in. But how can you say that's brainwashing when that's your father?
Are there pictures of his compound up on Google or anything?
You know what I mean? No, isn't that the way that he wants to raise his kid? It's not brainwashing. It's just the way somebody wants to raise their kid, whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah, because you could say anyone's then brainwashing their kid.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, people say that all the time. People say that people that have kids going to churches and religion and stuff is brainwashing.
Well, because
that's just how they want to. That's how they want to raise their kids.
But you know what? Alex Jones does it. So when Alex Jones does a piece on I'm not anti-gay and everything, but when you get two men want to raise a woman, want to raise a daughter or whatever, and he kind of gets into that, you know what I mean, two gay men, one that thinks they're like a pony and the other one that's gay, like, and they're together, like, that corrupts the children.
A pony.
No, like, seriously, like, there was a guy who says he's a kind of a half man, half horse, and he's gay, you know, and they're getting a kid and everything, and they're, like, glorifying it on TV because that's a new thing, fucked up families. You know, obviously the whole agenda in Hollywood and everywhere is to push, like, you know, separation of mother and father and gay stuff and whatever. But I don't have a problem with that, of course, really. But I mean, you can tell that there's an agenda.
I goddamn do.
I have a problem with a pushing agenda of it. But when they raise a kid, it's the same thing as Alex Jones being like, you know, they can be whatever they want, but they shouldn't be raising a kid. Well, that's the same thing as his wife saying, well, I don't want you raising our kids because of your agenda. So it's both sort of it's kind of the same argument in a way. Like he's afraid the gay couple is going to raise the kids somehow warped and fucked up. His wife obviously is afraid that he's going to raise his kid and her kid warped, all fucked up. So, but in the end, dude, I mean, just look at, I don't know what to say. You know, I mean, look at any family, and kids are usually influenced a little bit by the parents, and then sometimes you can't tell that some kid was his parents' kid, and some other times you can clearly tell. So it all depends on how the brain develops, I suppose, and the experiences. It's really hard. It's a hard thing to say. You know, in the end, it's a parent. Let them whatever. Let them raise the kid however. I mean, that's why I don't have a problem with like gay couples raising a kid and stuff. I mean, I was raised with a perfect situation, and then my dad died, and then I had one parent, and then a crazy psycho fuck came in here, and it was a male and a female, but it was a horrible fucking situation. So what's going to be more horrible with two gay loving parents? So fuck it, go ahead. If you're good people, raise the kid. I don't know. You know, if we start seeing later on that kids are like trying to eat their own semen and fuck their own blood stains, I mean,
Jesus.
Maybe what?
Blood stains.
Fucking threw a curveball in there. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you know what I feel like doing? Fucking my own blood stain.
Well, what you're gonna end up with is another fucking Mark Hyder kid is what you're gonna have.
Yeah, pony.
Fucking a pony. Dude, Alex Jones is so mad at Trump, it's hilarious almost.
You want to fuck the boggers.
Fuck the boggers.
His
rant last night was good, though.
Hey, kid, come and fuck the boggers.
Wethington. Wait a minute, Bailey, did you hear the rap song that guy did on Monetize This last night?
No.
Oh, my God.
Epic, dude.
Ken, Bailey, you gotta hear it. It's a minute long. You're gonna die, dude. Listen to this. This guy did this on the rant line last night, Bailey. Get ready. You should have been here for this.
Yo, Cronin, I got some rage line bars for you, bud. Straight out of Canada. Monetize this, the strap's on the line. Tommy, sit your ass back on the strap on and cry. The shit is simple. You gotta bow to the Hamel God. Ginny from New York has a tiny mini little dog. Oh God! Shout out to Sausage Broken Matthew and the younger dudes. Shout out to Ray Rock, Larry Funk, you are a brothers, dude. Shout out to Grip, Justin Bailey's poo. Shout out to Tommy's food. Are they whores, divorce, or hors d'oeuvres? I don't know, but I'll take an extra side of horse curve.
It sounds like Weird Al.
Yeah, Cronin, that's how we do it here in Canada. Oh. Profiling said the only awesome rapper here. I fuck a beat like JB at the back of a deer. JB's farts are all I hear. Hey, yo, Tommy's a queer. I got them ass cheeks popping like Cronin Song of the Year. Monetize this, Leah, Ken, Bailey, Joe, and Ken. I already said Ken, that's because I like a lot of men. I've been listening to episodes and busting like a peppercorn. Cease and desist this dick, bitch. My dick's got a letter for you. Joe, all I know is that I wish I could be ya. And then I too could one day shoot a load inside of Leah.
Oh, oh my God.
Dude, that's my ringtone.
That was really fucking good.
That was good.
Like, that sounds like Weird Al, man.
When he goes, whores divorce, like, I'll take a side of horse.
When he does like the voiceovers and stuff, it sounds like Amish Paradise by fucking Weird Al.
We will wait the motor life living in the Amish.
And by the way, what was that little? What was that?
Oh, by the way, Big Bad Ads, our Australian friend, says 4 civilians are reported dead because of the U.S. strikes. Only 4.
According to who?
I don't know. Big Bad Az just said that in the chat. I believe him, I guess.
How about you cite some sources, big guy? We all know you hate Trump. How
It's
about
not
you
that
cite
crazy
some
to
sources?
think, you know.
Well, so I'm not saying it is, but cite some sources. Anybody can be like, "Oh, there's 4 dead."
But yeah, I would have just rather stayed out of it because I feel like we don't really know. I mean, if you show the pictures of the kids and the people that are suffering, it's like, oh, you're gonna like this is like Iraq, man. You know what I mean? It's just like let's not get involved. Like if there's
Well, the thing is, fucking people like Big Bad Ads and Monica in the chat saying it's funny. All the people going after Trump are Republicans, and it's like, well, that's not true because like Obama did this on a fucking daily basis while he was in office.
well, I thought Trump was with the Russians, so now he's not. I guess so. Like they look dumb.
Obama has sent more drone strikes than any president in history.
Yeah.
But you didn't see the fucking Democrats, all these people. I'm not trying to throw people like Monica and Big Bad Ad under the bus. I'm using them as examples. Instead, they're like, oh, he's killing people. Ugh. Instead of sticking up for Trump, because that's what their boy Obama was doing, it's an excuse to do more hate on Trump, even though Obama did it in office every fucking day.
Well, Clinton did the same thing. He did a bunch of weird shit, but Bush did the obvious go to war thing. So it was
Right. What Bush did was ridiculousness, you know.
Yeah.
Bush brainwashed an entire country into going
he
into.
He used the fears against us, the 9/11
Well, yeah, he
fear, you know.
brainwashed the country like the World War II thing. Like, oh, Pearl Harbor got bombed. Oh, the Twin Towers got bombed. We got to go to war. We got to romanticize this. And then we soon realized he's a lying scumbag. They don't have weapons of mass destruction. He's a fucking liar.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't like him. Like, people are always like, oh, he paints now. I'm like, well, I think he's a fucking dick fuck. Because there was no weapons of mass destruction, and they signed the Patriot Act. They took away stem cell research. George Bush was a piece of shit for this country. And I don't know why. Everybody's like, oh, it's cute that he paints now. I'm like, really? I'd still like to punch him in the face. Like, I mean, he's like, what a shithead, you know? And,
Yeah, he's an idiot.
I mean, he's an idiot, but it's like he's also a fucking dangerous fuck. You know, they held up. They did so much bad shit that they started the whole fucking snowball effect of this shit, and now we've given the internet away. Like, dude, think of how scary it's going to be in a few years. I told Gavin the other day, because he has a computer now, I was like telling him like, hey, back in '96 and '94 and '99 and 2003, like you could go on the computer, you could write like, I'm gonna kill a bunch of sheep, like, and you could write whatever you wanted anywhere. It didn't matter. I was like, don't write anything on here that's bad because it will stay. Like 10 years later, you could have a job and they could look up what you wrote that you may have been joking or trolling or something, and they'll use it against you now. It's like a whole, like, this is the interesting thing. Who you are in real life and who you were online not only was way easier to keep secret, but was also separated. So if you wrote something weird online, people wouldn't really associate it with real life. It was way more disconnected. But now, especially every year, it gets closer and closer to who you are online is exactly who you are in real life. And in fact, you might be able to say something in real life and get away with it as opposed to saying it online. So it is wildly bizarre how that is right now. Like, what you say, you own it as a person now. It's not Mr. MaxFuck205. Even if you are some identity or name, it still comes back to it's you. So, and that's any job, anywhere you go. If you have like a coworker that hates you, they can just fucking Google your shit and try to find you, and then they can just send it to the company website like, hey, this person's mean to me at work, and then look at what they write on this website. They wrote this blah, 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 and then you're fired. So, it's crazy.
I can remember reading old Opie and Anthony forums back in the late 90s or early 2000s. Some of the shit in those forums, like nowadays, it would be blacklisted. Like, honestly, like they would be on a watch list in the fucking Pentagon with some of the shit people posted back then, because it just was never a big fucking thing.
Right.
Like, think about forum sites in the early 2000s, any of them, whether it was the Opie and Anthony, wrestling forums. I remember music forums used to be really bad. I mean, think about old chat rooms, like Yahoo chat rooms and shit.
Right.
Think about some of the shit in those chat rooms that were said.
Yeah.
Do they still exist, by the way?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you go to an old chat room or whatever. They're hilarious looking. I do.
Yeah, so cheesy and old, man.
Now they're
Are
hard.
they still around though? Like, is that even a thing? Are they? I mean, with everything now, like Facebook and Twitter and all that, like.
Yeah, there's still chat rooms that they're just, they're real shitty. They like haven't changed. They're still like HTML shit. Like, it's weird. You would think that there would be more definitive places to go for chat rooms, because I tried to put them on my website.
Did you guys ever get host and then you never wanted to leave the computer because you didn't want to lose host?
Yep.
Do you know how many times I got like the hammer and I could start kicking people and shit? I'm like, I have to stay on this computer for the rest of my life so I don't lose the host power.
What's up, Leah? What are you playing? PUBG? Yeah, it's scary when you're hiding.
PUBG.
Leah's playing PUBG on PC now.
I would have had him if he didn't have a level 3 helm, because I shot him in the head like 15 times and blood fucking going everywhere.
Are you playing with D Moon?
No, we missed each
Oh.
because it says he wasn't online.
Well, he's in the chat over here watching the show. That's why.
He said he'd be back in a minute.
All right. Well, I'm doing a show. Jesus.
Oh, speaking of hiding, by the way, I went and saw that movie tonight, A Quiet Place.
What the hell's that about? Someone getting their dick hidden?
No, it's that movie about aliens and people have to live like in silence or whatever because they hunt by sound.
Oh.
The aliens do. There's only like 90 words throughout the whole movie.
Wow.
It's pretty fucking awesome, man. I had a great time tonight. It's like the first horror movie I've seen in a long time. We were gonna go see that Rampage movie.
Yeah, the Rock one. Yeah.
Dude, we looked at the fucking theater and they were cleaning the theater.
What?
There was a line for that specific theater, people waiting to get in a half an hour early.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what, Keish, fuck that. I don't want to go in a theater and be claustrophobic and shit.
No.
I said, let's go watch A Quiet Place. So we go to A Quiet Place. We go in there and we're like the
It literally
fifth
was
person
A
in there.
Quiet Place.
No, listen. So we get in there. The movie started at 8. We got in there about 7:35, and I was like, thank God. And I was like, this would have been horrible. Like 7:55 hits, the entire fucking theater is full.
Wow.
And I don't handle that shit well because I feel like claustrophobic, and we were at the very top in the middle. So we were just sandwiched. So if I need to get out of there, I'm just fucking, I have nowhere to go.
Me and Ken talked about this. I start looking around to see who's going to be the one that shoots everybody.
I did it tonight, dude. There's this deaf dude in the fucking crowd, and he had this fucking black thing. It looked like a gun, and I was all like, "Keish, what the fuck is that thing down there?" And she's like, "Relax." I was like, "I think it's a fucking AR. What is that thing?" And she's like, she goes, "I don't know." And then the previews come on, and it was a thing where they hold it in the theater and it reads the words.
Oh wow, he's gonna kill us.
So and I was all like, a deaf dude came to a movie where there's literally no dialogue, and he still brought that fucking thing.
Wow, dude, that's amazing though. But yeah, that's terrifying because I feel, and it's weird too because I go to movies alone. That's the thing I will do because Leah won't go. I'll go to a movie like early, sort of in the afternoon when no one's in the theater.
It's the best time. It's cheaper too.
Same shit.
I always feel like weird though because like people see me come in by myself and sit there, and I'm like, I feel like people are like, is this guy crazy or something? Why is he here by himself, you know?
Little do they know, yes.
That Colorado guy was there by himself, you know?
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Run into the theater, though?
It's a shame you even got to be afraid of going to a fucking movie. Like, God.
Everywhere I go, I'm always looking around now because it's happened everywhere. It's just something.
Well, you know what, though, Joe? They're winning with you feeling that way. But
they're not trying to win.
The same way.
But you know what, though? These people aren't really trying to win. They're just crazy people, and it's happening.
That's true.
Again, you know, you get enough crazies, enough bad culture, and enough easy access to things that can do bad things, and you're going to have bad things happen. It's going to be fun. Anyway, let's...
You know what, though, man? It's been happening for the longest time, though, man.
Oh, my God. George Bush...
It's happening before we were here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I did want to let people know that, by the way, that was a good movie, A Quiet Place. So if anyone wants to go see it, I highly recommend it.
Can I tell you something that freaks me out a little bit? Yeah. I feel very uncomfortable with, and then we're going to move on to something funny, but I just really want to quickly bring this up. I don't know the David Hogg situation 100%. Like, we don't know. I feel like David Hogg, the guy, the shooter, the kid who was in the school apparently for the shooting, whatever. Then they said he was a fake, but then the yearbook isn't. It's like a Photoshop fake. But nobody can really prove to me that he wasn't a kid going there. Like, there still isn't proof. There's just people saying things that aren't true. I guess. Like, I mean, the kid's a weird dude, and he clearly
Which
is.
school shooter is this?
The David Hogg kid that's like representing the.
He's like the face of the whole fucking shooting.
The one.
Okay. You mean all right? I thought you meant like he's the weird skinny kid.
He's
Gotcha.
the one who he was also on a vacation in California, and he videotaped a fight that happened, and then he was on the news for it, and then everybody's like, "See, he's an actor because he filmed something in California."
Yeah, and then you know what, I know something, but then he said something on one of these news networks, like live on the show, and he said something like, yeah, this is very good for what's happening for me. Like, people know me now. And like everybody's just like, what?
What are you scared of, Joe?
Well, my point is, I think all he's guilty of, to me, if you actually were to use proof, I mean, it's fun to be conspiracy, but all that you can really prove that he's guilty of, for the most part, is seemingly trying to use this for his professional career, that he always wanted to be a journalist. Throughout his whole life, he wants to be a journalist. That's going back in his history. He always wanted to be a journalist. But anyway, there's this guy with a rifle on YouTube or something. It was on a video, I saw it. He shoots David Hogg's head off on he puts his head on a thing on a shooting gallery and shoots his head into pieces because they hate the right side hates this kid. They think he's like an actor and a fake, and he's the one who's going to take the guns away. And I'm just like, dude, like, I know that there's an agenda going on, and they use people for things to push to ban guns and stuff. But isn't that fucked up? If we don't really 100% know what's going on with this kid, and he was in a school shooting, and now there's a guy shooting bullets into an effigy, like an actual photocopy of his face on a shooting gallery, like I feel like that's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, it's bizarre behavior for sure.
It is.
What the fuck? Because you don't know.
It's not an epidemic though, Joe. Just remember that.
What?
It's like one guy.
Yeah, no, but that's not true though. I'm on Facebook and people are like, "I hope that fag gets killed," or like, "I hope someone gets him," and "Fuck him, fuck Hogg, you scumbag, shithead, lying liberal piece of shit." And people are like raging on him, dude. Like, people want to they've gotten death threats and stuff, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you. I know it looks suspicious. It looks like a false flag or whatever. It looks weird. But what is every shooting a false flag? Is every kid an actor? Like, I don't know what to tell you. It seems to me that CNN just grabbed some of these kids and threw them into where they push their agenda. But I don't see any proof that the kid's an actor. And yes, his dad's an FBI agent. But it's like,
I think the disconnect with what's his name, David Hogg.
Yeah.
The disconnect with him is, how old is he? 17, 16?
I think he's 18 now, right? I don't know.
Okay, so he's 18.
Maybe.
I think the problem with most people, we'll just say people on the right, because that's really who's like targeting this dude, is people on the left are taking this kid's words as gospel when he doesn't know a goddamn fucking thing about guns. When people say that, he turns to, "Have you ever been shot at by an AR-15?"
Right. I agree.
Like,
He's putting himself out there. I get that too. You know?
It's like, exactly. If you're going to be in the media's eye, you're going to get scrutinized no matter what it's for. It can be for anything. Something good, it can be something bad. But to take your pecking orders from a kid who doesn't... Did you hear what the fucking kid he was with on Bill Maher said?
Oh, dude, that kid, these kids, some of the... What these... Listen,
this kid goes,
these kids have been retarded.
It's their right to own guns.
Yeah,
what a moron.
And Bill Maher goes, "Well, it is their constitutional right if you're born in this country." Or he goes,
Yeah.
"People think just because you're born in this country, you're allowed to own weapons." And Bill Maher goes, "Again, that is your right if you're born in this country." So it's like, I get the frustration. These kids, people on the left are like, "Oh my God, these kids are so right. They know what they're talking about. We finally have people that were a part of this that can stand up." And it's like, but they don't know fucking dick about what they're talking about.
I agree.
I feel sorry for them.
I would just come out and say that. I would say, listen, when I was a kid and something crazy happened, I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't when you know what I mean? I didn't either when I was a kid. I would just get upset or crazy. That's what these kids are doing. I blame more the media for sort of trying to listen to it, you know? And so but go ahead and criticize when they're wrong a little bit lightly. You know what I mean? Like my opinion is, I'm not going to criticize these kids for having extreme opinions and maybe being a little misinformed. I'm going to criticize for the media for putting it on display. But I'm certainly not going to, when I don't really know if David Hogg is an actor or is whatever, I'm certainly not going to grab a picture of him, hang it up, and then fire a rifle into his fucking head on a video and then high-five my buddies.
Scrutinizing them is one thing, but to wish death on them and stuff because you disagree with them, that's another thing. I mean, save that for Yankees baseball players. That's what I do.
Oh my God! Speaking of that, dude, the Bruins had Joe Kelly at fucking.
How about that for a segue?
Dude, Bailey's on. So Joe Kelly blows the Red Sox game weeks ago, and Bailey is tweeting out like a fucking maniac. Joe Kelly, I hope you're happy, you faggot. He is tweeting at him like over and over again. You're a faggot. Like what? You're killing Joe Kelly, right? And Joe Kelly.
Before Joe finishes this, I have to say I've never eaten my tweets as hard as I've eaten them from Joe Kelly. Go ahead, Joe.
So then the fight at Fenway happens. He throws at the dude who slid in the second. Tyler Austin. And yeah, he punched his head in a little bit. And everybody was like fucking freaking out about it. And Bailey, what did you tweet out? Like, okay, maybe he's not a fag anymore.
I posted that picture you sent to me, and I said Joe Kelly has officially cleansed himself of his faggotism.
The fuck?
Because the best part was, and by the way, there's Yankees players out there that were trying to like bash me and Joe on Twitter.
What?
Saying that it was all the Red Sox fault. And it was like, did you miss the part where Tyler Austin went cleats up and tried to smash Brock Holt's fucking ankle?
Right.
And so Joe Kelly.
It wasn't too bad, but it was enough that it was like, well, that's worth a look.
I mean, Joe, his fucking left leg was 8 inches, like 3 feet away from the fucking bag.
Yeah.
He aimed for Brock Holt's ankle, so Joe Kelly gets up there. I tell you what.
Well, he almost could have been deemed out because he was so inside the baseline.
I'm about to give Tyler exactly, and you know what? Castiglione and Tim were like talking about that.
Yeah,
they was like, that's if they're gonna make rules, why are they not gonna use them? That's what they kept saying. So Tyler Austin goes up to bat. Kelly just fucking waffles him. He tattoos him right in the upper shoulder blade.
It was like a rising fastball.
Dude. Tyler Austin spiked a baseball bat unlike I've ever seen before.
It went flying backwards behind him, I think.
It did. So he starts walking towards the mound. Kelly, he just rubs his nose with his finger, drops his glove, and says, "Let's go." And by the way, people are saying that Kelly didn't get a single shot on him. That's wrong. Go watch the video.
He
fucking smashed him behind his ear like 3 times.
It's But so the funny thing was the Sports Talk today was talking about this. They were like, well, everybody hated Joe Kelly about a few days ago. Then now everybody just loves Joe Kelly. This is the greatest thing for him. I mean, he hasn't been very good, but maybe this will help him. And they've wheeled him into the Bruins game tonight. So they put the spotlight on him tonight. And he's like punched like with his fucking fists and shit.
Did you watch the Orioles and Red Sox game the other day when Kelly came out to relief pitch? Did you see what the fucking crowd did?
I didn't see it. I did see the game.
To the mound.
The 10-3 game? Wait, the 10-3 game?
No, not
today.
Not the one from today. No. I see. I have my days mixed up. I missed yesterday's. The day before. The first game of the series, and he walks to the mound. All of Fenway stands up and gives him a standing ovation.
Dude,
and then he fucking strikes them all out and wins the game.
Yeah. You know what though? Last year he had a huge run last year. He was like one of the best setup guys or closers or whatever he was last year. I think he was a setup guy last year.
I felt bad because listen, I ate my tweets so hard because this fucking guy blew opening day, and we at one point we would have been 10-0. We would have been 10-0. So I forever held this against him, and then he beat the shit out of Tyler Austin. I was like, all right, you've been cured of your faggotism.
What is it? We were so mad about that game. What is it? What are they, 12-2?
Yeah, now they're 12-2, the best team in baseball.
And the Bruins beat the shit out of the Leafs.
We can't overshadow Ken here because the Mets are doing good too.
The Mets are, yeah. What are they, 10?
Finally lost again. They finally got their second loss of the season. I think it was tonight.
Are you 10-2?
Yeah, 10-2.
That's what I thought.
No, they're 11-2.
Wow, even better.
11-2.
Yeah, they're 11-2.
Actually,
they tied us for the longest winning streak this year. 9 games in a row.
Yeah, that's right. That's crazy.
It's fucking sick, dude.
Hey, we could be in the World Series together.
It's true. Wouldn't that be some shit? Could you imagine those
we should go to each ballpark if that happens.
Oh man, if that fucking happened, could you believe that?
We'll go to we'll go to the Mets Stadium. What is it called now?
It's not Shea anymore, right? It's Citi Field.
They knocked down Shea, man. They got rid of it. And
isn't it Citi Field or whatever?
Citi Field or something, yeah.
Yeah, Citi Field.
That's why I can never remember it. I want to call it. I just can't get that name out in my head.
Everybody still says Shea, and they still call it Shea.
Well, that
Ken, I still call the field house here in Indiana Conseco Fieldhouse. It hasn't been that in 6 years. It's like the Bankers Life Fieldhouse. I'll never call it that. I always say, "Hey, we're going to Conseco."
They did that when they tore down the Boston Garden. People would call the Fleet Center Garden because they just fuck it, you know. And when TD Bank North bought the Fleet Center, or whatever took it over, they called it TD Bank North Boston Garden. So they made sure to put it in there to make everybody happy, I think. And that was a great move. Although I think sometimes, you know, because they want it to be like, we're at the Fleet Center, you know, when it was WrestleMania was at the Fleet Center at the same building. But, you know, Fleet Center becomes front and center with the name. But now sometimes, you know, they'll be like, we're here at the Garden. And then they miss the whole TD Bank North part. So I wonder how, you know, they really feel about that. Oh, shit, maybe we should have just called it the Bank North Center. But fuck it. I'm glad they didn't because it sounds stupid, but fucking stupid bank.
It's a great time for us to be baseball fans right now because both of our teams are red fucking hot.
I've been paying attention, but I just can't, man, when the hockey playoffs are on, dude. Like, I even watched the Predators fucking game over the goddamn baseball earlier. I was just like, here we go. I love all this hockey.
Yeah, I probably should have turned over to it, but I've just been on like a huge...
I got the package.
If I'm home, I'm watching the Red Sox.
Yeah,
That's just the way it's been lately.
You got that package. Well, the other day, the kids were watching the TV, and I couldn't escape it, and I went and I fucking signed up for the free Hulu thing just so I could goddamn watch the fucking Bruins game.
Yeah, that's awesome.
By the way, the Maple Leafs going to even sniff a win? What's going on with that?
I think they'll... I did say 6. Horrible. I said Bruins in 6, so I think they'll get 1 or...
I can't remember what I said. I think I said Bruins in 5, didn't I?
You might have, yeah. I don't remember. Was it on this show?
What? Yeah, was it on this show?
You know, I always wanted to be a baseball announcer, but now when I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I would be a mess. Because I don't know how much you watched of Red Sox, but Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy call it for so long. Now Jerry Remy's still here, but they got a different announcer guy. I miss Don Orsillo because they would get really fucking goofy. Like, they called so many games, and baseball can be tedious at times, especially the Yankees series, and they would just start getting really fucking daffy up in that booth, and it was hilarious. But I would get the same way. I mean, there's only so many things, like ground out to second, the Red Sox at the top of the third inning. Ortiz at the plate. I mean, there's only so much you can just keep blah, 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 blah for 4 hours.
That's what Joe and Tim do.
Yeah. Some of the baseball guys are so boring. That's why I'm like, I kind of want to be a baseball announcer because they're all, for some reason,
you change the fucking game.
Yeah, because like in hockey they're so fucking boring. Like I mean in baseball they're so boring, but in hockey they're much more exciting. But why not take the hockey thing to baseball? You know what I mean? Like a pitch inside Ortiz, he could have swung but he didn't, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out in the 4th inning, and you can hear the fans. You know, and then when someone hits a home run, they're always just like, back to the wall, home run for the Boston Red Sox. And it's just like, fuck that, dude. Be like, got it. That one's going deep back down to the alley. It's gone. The Red Sox take the lead. My God, a second night in a row for the Red Sox. Like, call it like wrestling. You know what I mean? Then people might fucking wake up instead of, oh, it's just so monotone. You know, it's already boring enough. Fucking get in there with some shit.
You know what would be great, Joe, is if you did that, even though, like, let's say like the Red Sox are down like 10-0, but somebody hits a home run and you're like, and there it goes, it's going, it's gone. The Red Sox are only down by 9.
Wait,
laser to left field. That ball is gone. We're still gonna lose.
And here comes Here comes Bobby with the pitch.
Damn it.
The fastball straight down the middle, but it got hit. And it's going deep. It's going far back to the 345. And the Mets with a home run again. It's 4-2. And it's a big comeback in the Big Apple. Like you would just be like,
good. You should be a fucking baseball.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. That guy from wrestling who does NXT, we were playing clips of him tonight on the show.
Mauro Ranallo.
Dude, that guy where there's no crowd around him and you don't
He's
see
a loser.
Dude, it was so fucking funny
man.
shit that we were playing, bro. Like,
Dude,
it was fucking hilarious, dude.
I always
that guy goes all in, dude.
When I
feel like Mauro's making fun of himself now.
He's good. I like more. Dude, when I call indie wrestling, I am that excited. That's how I act when I'm calling wrestling. That's when I never heard of Mauro until about 4 years ago, and when I heard him, I went, oh fuck. Because I always thought, like, no one's bringing the passion that I'm bringing here. I'm going to get moved up. And then I heard Mauro, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this guy's really fucking good. And he knows the thing about Mauro, anybody can do the exciting and the yelling stuff. But the thing about him is he knows every goddamn move. Everything. He knows it.
Yeah.
Fucking he knows it.
What pisses me off about him is he just fucking gets excited about everything. He get excited about a fucking bucket of water.
Well, Vince doesn't like that he's always going. You know what I mean? Like, it's always, like, build it up, but he puts over everything. And, even, like, just a little move, like, whoa, avalanche DDT! Like, it's just like it's the beginning of the match, Mauro. Take it easy.
I kind of agree with Vince on that, though.
No, it's true. He goes a little too far, and he can't play with his ring announcer buddies a little bit. But NXT... that show was fucking awesome, and Mauro Ranallo made it even better, and he's the best announcer in WWE. And it's too bad that Vince, they shit on him. You know, it's too bad that if they shit on him. At least Triple H has a fucking brain, though. Because Mauro is fucking
Triple H
amazing.
has always known what he's doing.
I fucking love Mauro, man. When he was during that ladder match, man, that was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's better than it reminds me. Remember we played the Page sex tape with and then fucking we played JR over it.
Yeah.
And he's like gobbling on her with the fucking camera, and then JR's like, "Oh, for the love of God!" You do the same thing with Mauro, you know. It's just fucking incredible, man. But yeah, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about fucking Mauro. I don't know. He's great down there, though. It's just he can't...
He's a moron.
He's a Mauro's a moron? He's
4 in the morning. That's when my jokes get even more lame.
No, it's only 3.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But he's also got all the mental problems and everything, you know?
Yeah, he does. But you know what? I think he's got to do pretty well for himself, right? I mean, he was the voice of Mayweather and McGregor. Like, this guy, he's got to be like top of the line play-by-play booking.
He's one of the best in the world, yeah.
So I'm saying, like, he's got to be doing pretty well for himself. Is he married?
I don't think so.
This fucking guy's probably loaded, man. I bet he's got a couple of mil.
I think so, but I don't know. You know, these announcers, you never know. They get weird.
Yeah,
pay.
I don't know what an average play-by-play guy makes, but I know that what's his name? Is it Kurt Harlan? Who's the guy that does all the big games? He does like the NBA Finals. He does the Super Bowl. He does fucking everything. I feel like it's Kurt Harlan or something like that.
Hey, look at the donator. That was from a while ago. Kurt Harlan.
But I think that guy makes like, don't quote me on this, but I feel like he makes like $500,000 to $1 million per job.
Here it is. Watch this, Bailey.
With all these cocks around.
Yeah, he's got a weird name. Like
WrestleMania, he's fucking hosting the show. Why not?
Oh, listen to that voice. These guys are fucking in a changing room in like Kmart.
What a volatile, explosive situation. He's out here. I said it 3 times.
What a volatile, explosive situation! And fucking, she's riding Xavier Woods. Oh my god!
Can you believe how small Xavier's dick was?
Was it? I didn't thought it was fine.
For a black guy, it was small.
I actually didn't really see it. I really don't even remember.
Oh, I zoomed in on it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, normally I would be staring at stuff like that, but I just didn't. I never.
What? Why?
Yeah, because I want to find out what's.
Normally, I would be staring at cock.
Yeah, I stared at Seth Rollins on those dirty pictures. Remember those?
Oh yeah, where he's like standing in the mirror.
Yeah, you got that vein.
In his arm or his...
Oh my god.
Oh,
in his arm or his dick, Joe?
I was insinuating his dick, but no, I actually don't remember what it looked like either, but I thought it'd be funny to say that.
You blew a wad to that picture.
You know who almost blew me? Was Jake DeMarco.
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I hope he's okay, though. He went through all that shit. Oh! He's like hooked up to like 9 machines right now. Yeah, he had to have that preemptive surgery thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Was he having surgery on?
Well, he's got to have that. You know Boogie? 2988?
Oh, the 2988 guy? Yeah,
You know how skinny he is now? How tiny he is?
No.
Oh, well, he got that stomach surgery thing where they like.
Oh, the gastric bypass?
Yes, yeah. So.
Oh, and Jake's getting that?
I guess Jake's getting that, but he has to go through all these preemptive surgeries first and then be evaluated. Like, because it's crazy, like the strict whatever. He's been doing this thing on his channel documenting the whole thing. And, yeah, I
haven't watched it.
He told me he's getting it because of some weird thing. I don't know, whatever. But apparently, he should lose weight because of it, obviously. But Boogie, like, can't eat anything. He sits down, he has, like, a slice of chicken and a fucking cup of yogurt and like a quarter cup of apple juice, and that's it. And you can't eat. If you eat other shit, you'll get sick and stuff.
My mother-in-law had that surgery done. She lost 107 pounds.
Damn.
She looks unreal. She doesn't even look like the same fucking person. In a good way. Like, sometimes people get that surgery and they look like a fucking corpse, but...
Well, I think Boogie's going to be walking around with, like, like a slinky hanging off him,
Yeah, all that fucking extra skin. Oh,
yeah. So
gross.
Yeah, but you know what? If you're a kid and daddy gets that surgery, that's the balls. You just climb onto daddy's stomach, you lift up a big layer, and you just crawl in there like a blanket.
What in the fuck? It's a fucking skin roll sleeping bag.
Exactly, dude. You lift it up, you get under it, and you drape it back down over you. Big, hairy fucking skin lab.
That skin right over you, man.
Yeah, big
Could you imagine cuddling under one of Jake DeMarco's skin flaps?
Big skin slab.
He'd be like,
Yo,
oh.
why don't you cuddle up to one of my tits?
Like, hey, it's really warm in here. Oh, it is.
Cuddle up on one of these motherfuckers. Ow!
Ow!
Watch me.
It's donation time. Oh!
Wow, I haven't heard that in a while.
It's so fucking... It's like clockwork when he's on the show. It's donation time.
Fuck boy. You know what I miss is the $50 one. I feel like people don't donate the $50 one as much anymore. I never hear that one.
Donated $50.
It has come out a couple of times in the last 3 weeks, but it's just like it used to be like all the time. I think I'm actually just thinking that because it like was one of the only ones, so you just heard it all the time.
I got to tell a funny story about that $50 donation.
Okay.
It was around the time when I first started working on the show, and we were getting ready to go live and monetize this. It was just me and you on the call. And then you go, hang on a second, I got to do something. I said, all right. And Joe just goes, you donated $50 and starts doing it. I was like, and I almost start laughing, but I was like, you must be recording something. And then he gets done, he goes, it's a new donation for tonight. Did it on the spot like that. I swear to God. And then, so he's making it, and he's like, I think I'm just going to turn the tone like really low. And he did, and that's the donation now. But the funny part is, Jesse then calls up, and Jesse's like, you guys ready to do this shit? And Joe's like, yeah. Jesse, check out this new donation. You're going to die. He plays it for Jesse. After it's done, you just hear fucking crickets. And Jesse goes, I'm not into it. And Joe goes, well, fuck you then.
Well, Jesse was, last night on the show, he wasn't into that much. He kept saying, like, he kept bringing up that there was dead air and shit. I was like, I'm going to fucking choke you if you say that one more time. No, and we had Troy on the show and Jesse, who are like similar with their sarcasm, and it was just weird last night. I just felt bizarre on the show last night. I don't know, it was really weird. But if you listen back, there's some funny fucking shit that Jesse said last night. Jesse said some fucking he always he says things I swear to God people don't hear live, and then I listen back and I hear him say something and I fucking start cracking up. Because everybody missed it, but you can hear it on the stream, and it's fucking hilarious. It's like, why didn't we hear that? Because that was funny, and I never heard it. But I heard it now.
He always said it quiet.
That's what it is. Yeah, he's always like, oh, you'll be like, oh, you're like, I really hate the fact that I gotta fill up my gas tank every time I get in the car or whatever, and then he'll just be like, so kill yourself.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
He does better than that, but it's just funny because it's so quiet, like you said.
Remember that one night?
Yep.
You kicked him off the fucking show because he was playing his fucking guitar while we were trying to do a show.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember that.
Ken, we were trying to do a show one night. Me and Joe were going over top. We just start hearing.
But he does the same thing to me. The fuck.
No, this is Jesse.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tommy.
He had his guitar he was just playing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was on the show.
Fucking me and Joe are trying to do a show. He plugs his bass into a fucking amp. Doesn't put headphones on. Me and Joe are trying to do a show and you start hearing.
I saw the episode the other day.
And then it gets quiet and me and Joe are like, what the fuck? And you just hear he's doing like.
Joe, he did it today, he said?
No, this was an old episode, but it was straight out of all these little tiny shows that open up all over the place that we know about, where there's just a hangout of people and everybody thinks they have a show and it's annoying because 7 people are doing different things. Well, Jesse was doing that. I'm like, and this was later on in Monetize This. It wasn't like he was new. It was like he was bored with the show kind of, but he was there. So he was like,
he was bored with our topic.
I'm just going to play guitar here, and I was like, well, if you're going to do that, get off the show.
No, Joe, he goes, Jesse, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, just trying to stay. He goes, I'm trying to stay awake, man. And Joe goes, well, then you're off the fucking show. Not only are you being a dickhead by playing bass, then you go, I'm just trying to stay awake. I love him, though. Not really, he's a faggot.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
What's up, Jesse, if you're here? He was
he's in here.
What's up, Jesse?
He was in here earlier. Oh, he's probably playing his bass right now. It was so funny. We're talking, and we stop, and he's like,
hey, want to see a picture of me looking like I'm on drugs? Yeah. Look at this. Look at my eyes.
Damn.
That's called.
Look into my eyes.
That's called roasted right there.
When was this?
Cronin's roasted.
Monetize This 103.
Damn, you look like you're strung out.
Oh my God, that was terrifying.
That's what you just did, Joe. You're like, oh, look at that.
That was so terrifying.
But by the way, I was listening to some of the Monetize This while I was at work. And Joe the other night, he went, Troy, like that. And immediately into my mind, I remember when he went, Troy! The fucking wheel landed on Troy. Is Leah there? She knows what I'm talking about. The fucking wheel lands on Troy, and Joe, he got so excited. He's like, Troy!
What are you talking about? What?
How do you not remember this? Put Leah on the fucking mic now.
Leah's listening. I don't know what you're talking about. Leah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember what he's talking about. It's just the way you said his name.
He screamed it. He didn't say shit. He screamed it.
What are you talking about? What is he talking about? Tell me.
It was when you spun after the donations, and then when we do the spin for the pot, and it landed on Troy.
Joe thought it was gonna be Leah or him. So then it lands on Troy, and Joe was like, it was almost like he was getting ready to go his own name, like Joe, but he went.
It almost landed on me. It was 2 seconds away from. If it landed on me, people would have done big conspiracy.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking pass out. Just the way he did it was so retarded.
Dude, I swear to God, I thought it was gonna land on me.
Sorry, I'm done. I'm just getting fucking tired.
Troy!
It's what he did. Troy!
I gotta find it now because that's.
Oh my god! And dude, by the way, that night I kept making fun of him for doing it, and my wife comes out of the fucking bedroom and she goes, "Stop!"
Oh, here it is.
You found it?
Yeah.
Dustin Starr's gonna join us here also, by the
I'll
way.
say if I want.
Oh
no! This has got to be it because I got the wheel on the screen. Oh, here it is.
No,
Here
no,
it is.
it's not it. It's before this.
Here it is.
It's like, you know.
What's gonna happen? Who's gonna land on? Joe! No!
Oh.
No! Wait, it landed on Steven German.
That's not what it is. I told you it was way before that.
Really? When did I spin it before?
It was like no. Like I'm talking like episodes before that. Like it was like it was probably a month or two ago.
Oh, I thought it was last night. You had me convinced it was last night.
No. It was like a title belt week, and like it was like for like a contender, and Troy stole your points. And you were like, Troy! I understand this is a really vague reference, and it may not be funny to some people, but if somebody can find that,
no, I know exactly what you're saying.
Oh my god, Troy!
It was like Troy.
He did, dude. He like Troy. He was just like,
I remember it. That's why I was like
momentarily when it says he's like Troy.
That's why I thought maybe it was last night because I remember it.
I'm sorry.
I should have won. My name is Jake Roberts.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? Oh my god. Hey,
shit.
For motherfucking Ken from the Foul Mouth Network, JBShow.net, and me. Thanks for listening. Make sure you listen live every Saturday night on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, and here listen to us on iTunes. Corrupted Podcast. Check out the YouTube channel.
Leave us a 5-star review.
Yeah, get a 5-star review on iTunes if you haven't done it. That would help out. And there's episode 25's up there. We're like 50 episodes behind. It's all good. That's why
Actually, 26. You just uploaded 26 the other day.
Right. Well, that's why you guys got to come here. I mean, that's why everybody's listening right now. But we're all here listening live. And good night.
You're listening to the Corrupted Podcast with Joe Cronin, Foul Mouth Ken, and Justin Bailey.
Cock! Sorry, we're live. We're live on the post show right now. Error. I love dumping bodies.
I gotta get a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Well, I mean, we can get out of here.
My throat is parched.
I mean, the show's over. You can leave.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here, man. I gotta get up fucking early tomorrow.
Oh, we're bouncing?
Yeah, you don't have to stay. You know, it's all if you don't. You know.
I gotta get some sleep because I'm gonna watch
you're doing a post show. All right.
Well, I mean, I think we're pretty much falling asleep for the real show, so I think we should probably. I mean, I'll hang out though. I'll just talk to people.
I'm gonna watch the playoffs tomorrow, man. I think I'm gonna watch the Celtics and the Pacers game tomorrow.
Hey, by the way, Monica, 151, 4 minutes and 47 seconds. She has the monetized this.
4 minutes in? That don't sound right.
I'm sorry, 4 hours.
How does she do that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find it right now.
I loved it.
Oh my god!
Awesome. You put it on fucking
47 minutes. Wow.
Oh yeah.
3-minute song. Don't
Here
hit
it
all
is.
ads. Do it twice in 2 different screens.
She says 47 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, so here it comes.
Oh, fuck you, fat ass. Why don't you call in, you piece of shit?
He gave his email address out.
Fucking
Why don't you go email him, Ken?
Email address. Look at that.
Go email him, Ken.
2@gmail.com. Thank you. I got
Doxed.
I'm gonna go email him.
I doxed myself.
All right, guys, 10 minutes on the board. Wait, it must have already happened because it already says Troy.
I gotta
Yeah,
slow
see,
that
that's
down or
that's a
something, like, to
reference.
make it
That's
really
not
funny.
Joe.
Could you please
Hold on.
play the
Wow.
Show's over. Everybody go.
So just back it up a little bit.
Roll.
Okay, here it is. This gotta be it.
Just find him now.
Here it is. That's what we got.
spin it?
There was.
All right, here it is. The
There was
pot
one week
is-
you didn't put me on. Go ahead. Sorry.
The pot is spun for everyone on the board before the timer is started.
Everyone on the board. Yes, that's always been the rule. That's why everyone on the board
That
is
is
in the
the
wheel.
rule.
Kiss my ass, everybody.
So even if you're on the board but you're negative, you're still on the
Yep,
board.
it says everyone on the board.
There you go.
So I did get screwed that time. I had 0. All right.
I can get change. I can change it. If your name is on the board.
Last
is
couple
how
weeks,
I guess.
I was
that's
doing
what
it this way the last couple weeks, though. That's the thing. The only time we didn't do it was when, at first, we may have done it differently, but then I realized, hey, this may make somebody else
Just
step
spin the
up even if the
fucking
person's
wheel.
behind. Here we
That's
go.
why I gotta like print. I gotta fix the last of them, print them out, and send everybody them so they have their copies.
Dude, listen to how he starts and how he ends it. It was like Troy. Please play it again, or at least give me the timestamp.
Holy shit!
It landed on Troy.
What was that noise Joe just made?
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
That's a guy who called wrestling
Jeez.
earlier today.
Calm down, man.
Right here it is.
I gotta like print. I gotta fix the last of them, print them out, and send everybody them so they have their copies.
Troy!
You know what that reminds me of? When Hogan had gonna fight Andre the Giant or not, and they're like, "Are you gonna fight the Giant or not?" And he's like, "Yes."
You know, in honor of that documentary the other day, I actually went back and watched the whole match between Hogan and Andre.
You know, they'd done that slam. They'd done the slam spot before, so it's kind of like
Yeah, they did it on Main Event.
yeah. It was, but somebody was saying that like, oh, they did it anyway. I was like, yeah, but the big deal was Andre, being fucking undefeated. That was crazy.
Right.
He gave up his fucking.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
was. the
dude, how
thing.
terrible was that fucking spot on the post? Good lord.
when
When Andre goes to headbutt
nothing
Hogan,
happens.
Yeah, he goes.
The miss. They should have had him clothesline it. Or had Hogan clothesline. They should have had Hogan just beat up a fan and then eat him out. Eat a feet.
Eat him out. Like, I'm gonna fucking go down on your pussy, brother.
And then Jake Roberts could have came out of the back, and I could have been something, Vince. I never won the championship, but I won the Snake's heart that night.
I want you to eat my snatch.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck it.
All right, man.
I want to smash your pussy.
It was a good show tonight, man. That was really good.
Yeah, that was a really good one. I really enjoyed that.
All right, take care, guys. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
We did everything. We had laughs and tears, and Alex Jones cried and everything.
We did. We literally covered like everything. That's how you know it was a good show, when you just cover the whole board.
I'm gonna cover you like a dead body.
Ciao. I'm gonna use your pussy as a crack pipe.
And we didn't bring up Tommy once. We didn't bring up Tommy once. It was amazing. Well, no, wait. No, we did in the pre-show.
Corrupted is a show about me.
Pedophilia is a show about you. All right.
Oh my god.
Good night, everybody. Bye,
Later.
guys.
See
Thank
ya.
you. That was fucked up. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed. We did more of a pre-show than the post-show, but it's one. Sometimes the pre-show's long, sometimes the post-show's long. Tonight the pre-show is long. What's up, Vito? What's up, Dolphin on High? Monica, thank you. Big Bad Ads. Fucking Jesse, if he's still here. Glorious Eugene. And everybody else who is listening tonight. All right, guys. See you later. Thanks for being patrons. Thanks for being here. And
I'll see you in hell.
see you next week for episode 45. Episode number Pedro Martinez.